What's up, guys? Welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth,
I'm Alex.
and we have Imani with us today.
Hey y'all.
How are you doing?
Oh Lord, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm happy right now. So
Good.
Did you just get back?
yeah, I literally got back 3 days ago. So
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
And where are you right now?
so right now I'm in like LA area. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Fun.
Got
We
it.
need to see you one of these days.
Yes.
I know. And the thing is, I wanted to literally come to see you guys, but I'm about an hour into the
Oh
valley.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a far drive. Well, we can do it.
Maybe
We can do
one
it
day
soon.
when
Yeah.
we're all ready to make like a road trip. Do
Yes,
it.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking do
Amazing.
it.
Okay, tell us about your insane journey on Love Island, starting with how you ended up on the show.
Okay, so I did not plan on going on Love Island. I literally had a bad breakup like 3 years ago. And my sister, she's a fan of the show. And she was telling me, like, oh, you know how to get back. You know how to get him back and get back at him. And she was like, apply. So, y'all, I applied for the show. I get basically no call back, nothing for until a week before the show started like casting. So I get a call and I'm driving home like from I just bought my new car. My birthday's coming up. Like, I'm on a high right now. I get a call and she's like, this is, such and such from Love Island. And I'm like, huh? Like, and so I tell her, like, you saw my application? She's like, what application? And I'm like, oh, this is awkward.
Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah, you guys, I swear I had no clue, but it had to be divine timing because if I would have went when I got out of that breakup, you guys, I would have been a hot ass mess. So
That's fair. That's
That is
fair.
actually so fair. Like
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it was kind of random for me in a sense. I mean, I got the call and I was like, why not?
I hope your ex is regretting his existence now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
I'm sure
is.
he is.
You know he is. I know.
Especially with like the best person on the show. You had us in
Oh
absolute
my god.
stitches, like crying, laughing. Because at first, when you came in and you were interested in Bergie, like we didn't see much of you after that until Casa Amor and everything. And we were like, oh my God, where has she been? Where has she been?
I know, it was like your personality didn't come through much, like, on the screen, like, we didn't get to see
Mhm.
enough of you until Casa really, but
Wow.
before that, the clip that I absolutely loved of you was when you asked to pull Jonah for a chat, and then you, like, did your, like, walking away thing. I was dying.
Oh Lord. You guys, so let me speak my piece on that.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
go for it.
look, me and Destiny, we have different communication styles. And in the villa it's different. The vibe is different, the lingo is different. And for me, no one holds up a green flag when they're done talking. So like I had to get in there, like get in there where I fit. So her response was her response. You don't know when to communicate with someone. So, I'm trying to get in where I fit in, get it how I live. And from my understanding, they were an open couple situation. They both, established that. So, I tried to pull him for a chat, and her response was her response. And like for me, like I decided to laugh it off and make it a joke. Like, okay, girl,
Yeah.
like I didn't want it to be like a big thing. So I did my slow-mo walk. And
So funny.
Like icon.
yeah.
Wait, before that, though, I forgot, you came in and you were originally interested in Keenan, right?
Yeah, but
Was
here's
that the
the
first
thing.
person you Yeah.
No. So my date with
No?
Bergie, no,
Bergie.
you guys, my date with Bergie went so well. Like from beginning to end, I genuinely liked his personality, him. We meshed well together. But like, I feel like I didn't have enough time to explore that. And if you would have like, it's different when you're actually in it. But we had great conversations. And our last conversation was me telling him, like, don't count yourself out. Like, I'm open. So I was
Mhm.
giving him the green light. Next thing you know, I'm at Casa Amor. So
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Wow. I thought that you kind of just were like, nope,
Yeah,
this
I
isn't for
thought
me.
you thought that, and then I thought you were, like, trying to pursue Keenan and then realized, like, Keenan was sticking with KK, so you were like, I'll just, like, wait for Casa."
yeah, no, and then so with the Keenan situation, he was very open. The conversations, they went good, but it never really turned into a romantic anything. And I didn't really know. I knew about him and KK, but I didn't know the depth until Casa, when me and KK became close. So
Mhm.
that was ruled out for me. Like, once I got
Mhm.
more
Yeah.
insight on the boundaries and everything, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. So tight is crazy, I'm cool. Yeah. So like that was it with Keenan. It wasn't like it didn't go far. But I would
Right.
say Bergie was a connection that I genuinely liked. I like, y'all, I expressed to Hannah, like, I was, like, it was, I talked to Taylor, like, I was trying to find a way to go respectful about everything, but like that was actually something for me. So yeah.
Wow. So wait, so how you probably felt some type of way then when Bergie came back with Taylor?
Taylor.
Yeah. So the so the thing is, because we didn't openly say, like, oh, we're pursuing each other, we're closing the boundaries. And then I also had a great romantic spark with Jonah. Like, it was kind of up for grabs. I couldn't even be mad at him because I didn't even press it as hard as I could have. So like, you know, I met Taylor. She's a great girl. Literally one of my closest friends in there, and it was what it was kind of situation.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. I love the insight because we really didn't see that.
I know we didn't. I feel like I missed a lot. I mean, I saw the conversation when you pulled Bergie to chat and you were like, "Where are you at with us?" And he was like, "I feel like I've grown to get really close with Taylor, so I'm, like, gonna pursue that now." And I was like, "Oh, wait." So it kinda looked like you all of a sudden just decided you were into Bergie, and then he was like, "No, I'm getting to know Taylor." But now it makes a lot more sense. Like, now I get it.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it's funny you say that because my family was like, "What the hell are you doing? What happened?"
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was confused. Yeah.
yeah. And so
Mhm.
they were like, "Why would you just randomly?" And I'm like, "What are y'all talking about? I was trying to get that man. Like, I was. What do you mean?" And so, like, I get it now because you guys didn't see it. So,
Yeah.
damn.
I
Wow.
know.
Were you into Bergie, like, because you came in as a bombshell. Was he, like,
So
number 1 on who you wanted to get to know on your list, or did that change once you, like, entered the villa?
no, so he was on my list, but he was more so like third-ish, and that was because I know he has a type. He made it known. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I can get in
Fair.
there. But you guys, we literally had a talk, a good conversation. We played a few games. I like how blunt he is. Like, I think it's the funniest shit ever. So it kind of blossomed for me, and getting to know other people was like eye-opening because I really saw, like, okay, I like how he treats me, a man who wants to make me pancakes and coffee every day. Like, this is my kind of man. Like, I'm about to get wiped up. Like, that was my process. And as I'm dating, I'm happy I did the experience, you guys, because I realized that. And like, I wish you guys would have saw, but that's when I had a heart to heart with Hannah, and I told her, like, this is, I want to move respectful. And then I talked to Taylor. So like, it
Mhm.
was a progression for me. Like, he showed me something, how I could be treated and what I'm looking for. And like, on the outside world, he's my type too. So
I
yeah,
love
I didn't
this.
really, yeah, I didn't explore it, y'all. So
Well, it's always a self like love and learning journey too. So now you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
hey, shoot, now I know, y'all.
Wow.
That's
Now you can go for the Bergies of the
Wow.
world in real life.
Wait, okay, so who else was on your list? Who were, like, the 1 and 2 that you didn't end up clicking with that you thought you would?
Ooh, okay. So look, I had a conversation with Harrison, and I remember Mr. Prince. So I remember him saying, he's so fine, y'all, right? I had to try. So I remember him saying he worked like 5 jobs or something like that when he had an intro into the villa. Everybody just heard gold and diamonds, but I'm like, what the hell has this man been through to where he's such a hard worker, you know? So like that was kind of like a turn on for me, and like I wanted to, see how that went, but the spark, y'all, it just wasn't there. It wasn't there.
That's fair.
I
Imani,
feel like he's too boring for you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you're
would.
too fun.
And you guys, look, the funny part is I love him with Emily. Like, I don't know. Did you guys see, like, he was making, after I saw him and Emily, and he was making ugly faces and zombie noises. I'm like, who the fuck is this man? Like, she like brought out another side of him that nobody else brought out, if we're being honest. So
Oh, wait, that's so cute. I want to know who the last person was, though. It was Harrison, it was Bergie, and who was the third?
Jonah.
So, okay, yeah.
Jonah, y'all, the chemistry was there. Like, I don't know what it was about them, country men, y'all, but the chemistry was there. Like, so that was, yeah, there it is. And so that was there, but he did find a stronger connection. And like, once I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, so that was that. But Lord, let's get into Kyle. Let's get into it.
We need to know about Kyle because he has never spoke on the show.
I know nothing about him.
We know nothing.
That's so funny. So Mr. Dangly Earring, yeah.
I died when you said that. I was dying.
I only speak facts, y'all. I would never lie to y'all. I would never lie. But okay. So where do we start? I go into Casa Amor. Me and Jonah both said we're open, find the best connection, explore it. I meet Kyle, and it is a great connection, y'all. Like, personality wise, he's fun, he's energetic. I'm like, okay, this could be something. I'm excited for it. And then he's giving me reassurance, y'all. I'm getting coffee, I'm getting the works, and I'm like, oh my God, like, he is, sweeping me off my feet. And then we get into the villa.
No.
Yeah. And so like the energy shifted, if I'm being very honest. And me and him had many conversations. I'm surprised that did you guys see any of those? Like, where he talked about?
No.
The only conversation we saw is when you basically say never trust a man with a dangly earring, and you guys end it, and we were like, what? Like, what even happened to them? We were like, what went wrong? We didn't even know.
Okay, so look, me and him had a few conversations. We had many conversations. And, I addressed going into the villa. I even told him my situations. I was very, very open. I left everything on the table because, if he's going to want me, he's going to want me for whatever it is. We get in the villa, you guys, and then he tells me like, okay, he has, past trauma with not feeling wanted, and those are some insecurities, and not, he doesn't want to be a second option. And I told him, like, I'm not comfortable doing the physical stuff with you until I close off what I already started. And so we had that talk, you guys. Everything else was closed. It was done. I said my piece to Keenan. Jonah, it was okay. He found something. I was happy for him. Mm-hmm. We're good. So I'm thinking me and Kyle are moving on. However, we both agree. I acknowledge his feelings. Like, okay, I never want to be a person who brings up insecurities for you. I acknowledge this man's feelings. And then I'm still noticing he's not putting in effort. He's being distant. But we talked about it. And so I'm thinking we're moving on. It's whatever is going on. So now we're going into days, right? And I'm like, dude, like, you're being distant. He's giving me little comments like, what's up, Shotty? And I'm good, Shotty. Like, just subsurface. And so I can see there's an issue there. I don't want to say he's a bad guy, but he just was not verbally expressing his feelings. And it just got to a point where, like, I'm expressing to him how I feel. I'm trying to open up. And instead of saying, hey, I'm feeling some kind of way, I want to be open, it was more so of a, yeah, like, yeah, I've been distant. I was matching your energy, but I was expressing to him that what energy? I thought we were doing good. I've been trying to go out my way
Mhm.
to be with you, and you're trying to match an energy that I didn't even know was there.
Mhm.
So we
Mhm.
definitely, didn't see eye to eye. And his perspective was, I am allowed to express my emotions. I'm a human, and I'm allowed to process how I process. And I'm like, yes, I understand that. This is before the things ended.
Yeah.
But and I did let him speak, you guys. I genuinely did. He went first, and that's what he said to me. So that was that. But I told him, but when you're dating somebody, healthy patterns is expressing that and allowing me to give you space to feel what you feel instead of making me linger and make you coffee and trying to find your favorite color mug. Like, I'm doing all of this stuff when I could
S-
have just, yeah, I could have just let you have your space to feel or explore. Instead, you kind of left me dragging it out and just vibing. Like, that's not cool. So that was his piece. He said his piece, y'all. Trust me. And it just it was time for me to say mine because I was left out of this loop. And from there, like, y'all, I hope he finds, a good connection. I'm happy he's with Destiny, but just his communication style of just not telling me anything and just letting it just like linger, it just didn't work for me. We also had another instance. I don't I feel like when we get to a point where we're disrespecting each other, or I'm being disrespected, cursing, anything like that, and I get it. Emotions run high as hell, y'all, in the villa.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
just step back. So I saw
Mhm.
enough, you guys. I saw and I've heard everything I needed.
Mhm.
So
That's fair.
that was, yeah, that was that. So that ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was like he wanted to be open and meet, like talk to other girls? Is that what it was? Or it was just kind of his entire reaction?
It was, for one, it was his reaction, and it was the things he would say that would make me question if he was genuinely there for love.
Mm.
Like, I don't know. For me, I've never wanted to be a TV personality. I just happen to have a big ass personality. But when someone's verbally expressing over and over that's their dream, like, you're gonna question,
Oh,
like, do you even, you know?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I
So
was getting that. Yeah, I was getting that with a distant person, a empty being. Like, I couldn't do it no more, like, genuinely. So
so so
yeah.
the swap at the
Yeah, what
recoupling happens. Like, can you break that down for
Oh.
us? We were like, did they do this? What's happening?
Yeah. Okay, so let me be clear. I'm gonna be very honest. Me and Zay, we did not make our way to each other until the day before. And the thing is, he was just pursuing destiny. I talked to everyone but him. Like, he was very like, destiny, destiny, that's it. And I respected it because if you know what you want, you go for it. But at the
Mhm.
same time, like I told him in our conversation, and you guys, when I tell you, I hope they showed the whole conversation. I'm sorry, because it was calm. I like that his calm energy kind of like settles me a bit, because I can be up there. But like, literally, when I say our conversation was very calm, it was a good balance of our energies. And I was excited. That was kind of just what it was. And in my head, I figured he didn't make his way around, or he didn't get to know me because he had his own shit going on. So
Mhm.
that was what I was thinking. And also, too, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was ready to leave. I was like, okay, I don't got shit going here. Um, I'm ready to go. And I decided, like, okay, I would prefer to try every single connection. And he seemed genuine. So, like,
Mhm.
of course, I was like, okay, I'm not really trusting, but I'll give it a shot. You know, maybe just his circumstances. Maybe he didn't want to disrespect Kyle. I'm trying to consider these things. But like, that night, I literally had to make a decision of leaving single or just exploring one more connection. And I explored the connection, and I don't really regret it. but I had my reservations too. Like, I wasn't just blindly like, oh, I love this man, I, I don't know. And that's what, sometimes it people are kind of saying, or it looked like. But like in reality, I was nervous. I expressed this to him. Like, I had these conversations and I made it known. Like, if you don't want me and you just want to stay here, like, please let me leave. But we both said, like, okay, we do want to explore it. We didn't give ourselves that. So
So
I
over
chose
those
the man,
days,
y'all.
yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
chose him, and you know what?
You chose the
Like,
experience too,
yeah,
to see it
and
through.
Yeah.
you
I think that's
stayed,
cool.
which is a big
Thank
thing,
you.
especially we know what you're
Yeah.
going through in there, and it's a hard decision to stay. So you should be very proud of
Yeah.
yourself. Um, like
Thank
when
you.
you couple, of course, because I really do mean that. Like it's a
Yeah.
big accomplishment. Fucking hard in there.
Thank you.
But when you were with Zay or coupled up with him, did it feel good to you? Like, did you have besides the reservations from Kyle? Because obviously we see that at when the night you get dumped, he Scott brings up the whole friendship vibes thing. Were you aware of
Yeah.
this, or walk us through like
'Cause
your actual relationship and
yeah,
how those
'cause
days went before we get to the recoupling
we saw you, like, move away
or the
from him
dumping,
too.
sorry.
Like, you go like this, and then
Yeah.
you just, like, get up.
Hell
So
no,
good.
y'all. I didn't know. I did not know. Like, I was I was out of the loop. So like when I moved away, I was genuinely like, for real. Are you serious right now?
Mhm.
Like, and the thing is, why are you on the same page with everybody but me?
Mhm.
So like, of course I
That's
was
true.
like pissed. I was pissed. Like, why do my friends know before me? So of course
Mhm.
I just had to look at his face and just I was just pissed a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But
Okay, I didn't know if you were mad at him or if you were mad at Scott for saying it the way he did,
Yeah, I couldn't tell either.
because what we saw was Scott saying that, and then you got up to go stand, you were like, "Okay, like, I'm going home. Fuck all of you." And
And then
and
he, like,
Zay
comes and
stays
follows you. It
and
was
Zay
so
stays to kind of defend himself, but also back you up. How'd you
yeah.
feel about that? Because I read it as you were like, "Oh, yeah, like, thank you for that." But no?
I was more so I wasn't mad at you can't and Johnny too. Johnny was the one who actually said it. She threw the
Oh.
hints out there. Scott just followed up and they showed Scott maybe more, but Johnny
Mhm.
said it. And so like I have all of my, my girlfriends saying like, yeah, he just, he's just a friend. And I'm just eating his breakfast and smiling and oh, this is working out. So for me, I was just blindsided on all angles and I get it, play the game, but also too, the game would have still benefited you because I would have went home single.
Yeah,
Like either way, I wasn't mad at them. I like tell me. I was
right.
just surprised. Like from Zay, you have Johnny, you have Scott, you have Cassie, you have Leo. I'm like, so y'all all knew,
Mm.
so
And no one told
I was
you.
just nobody even hinted like, yeah, baby girl, even Marco. I just saw Marco knew.
Mm.
What the hell? So you're the
Yeah,
only one who knows, and it's you and his relationship. Okay.
That can be
yeah.
Hell
frustrating.
So
no.
Yeah.
right. So you guys can see where I'm like, oh, y'all playing the game. And you didn't tell me. So I'm just like, you know what? I wanted to be mad at Zay and, be like, not even mad, but like, dude, why didn't you tell me? But also, too, like, I chose myself. Like, I don't have to stress. Like, I chose to just let it go and let it be and leave it as I tried. And I'll just be single. His communication is not where I needed it to be. So I just got up and I was like, cool. I let him do it himself. Dish it out yourself. I'm good. So
Yeah, you were like, "I'm ready.
Yeah.
Send me home." Because
I had my
from
bag packed.
Oh my god.
when we talked to Zay, he was saying that he said the friendship thing because you guys hadn't had a chance to get to know each other and he didn't know where it was going.
Child, no. So he said he wanted to get to know me romantically. did they show him saying he wants to get to know me romantically? He finds me attractive. He thinks I'm a sweet
He told
girl.
us this.
Yeah.
He told us this
Okay,
part.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't say he saw me as a friend, and he didn't say that to me. He more so said like, let's see where this goes. He was just being open and ambiguous. He never said a friend vibe to me ever, because then I would have had that in my mind. Because
True.
I didn't, like there has to be some kind of romantic chemistry. Like I wouldn't have just been like, okay, yeah, we can be friends and then hopefully we'll date, and I get it. We can start as friends, but there has to be a bit more.
Yeah, of course. You need that first initial like oomph to get you there.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was it in bed with him? Like, not in like a creepy way. I just mean,
Yeah.
was it normal, or like did you have bedtime
Yeah.
chat, or did you just go to straight to sleep? Like,
No. So me and Zay, and this is the thing, he has very calming energy. Like
mhm.
I just I'm attracted to him. He's very handsome, But like we definitely like cuddled, and we like, we were just cuddling it up. And like for me in my head, I'm like, okay, this could work. This feels safe. Because in the past for me, like physical touch has been something that's not my love language. So like I don't feel love that way. And it's rare when it's comfortable. Like sometimes I do have to force it. Like with Kyle, I told myself, okay, and even we did talk about that. He felt that I pulled back a bit, but I had to kind of force that because that's not my love language. But with Zay, it felt comfortable. So like that was kind of like, oh, this could work. I was like, oh my God. It just, I didn't feel wrong doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like that, the
Yeah.
bed situation is somewhere where you probably most realize if it's just a friend vibe or if it's
Yeah.
more. And if you're feeling comfortable, obviously you're like, oh man, I could actually see myself with this
Yeah.
guy outside.
Right, right. And like, so maybe does that help you guys see why too Bergie
Yeah.
would have been a good connection for me? Because I feel loved with acts of service and feeling that in different ways. So for me, the physical of like needing to know how to kiss or do all those things, it's not a big thing for me. Like I am sexually disciplined, y'all. Like it's not like a huge part for me, and it can grow. But like that's where even for me, I was like, oh my God, he has what I'm looking for. And so that was
Yeah.
kind of like it worked
I
for me.
also
It would work.
Yeah, even hearing you talk today, like, you just need I think Bergie, he's so upfront and he, like, speaks from his heart and his mind, and I feel like that's what you need, like, someone to just give it to you exactly how it is, because you give them that you need, like, a
Yeah.
relationship where that's, like, reciprocated.
Wait,
100%. Like I feel that. Thank you for seeing me. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you think
Yeah.
of Scott?
Oh Lord, that UK man. He was the Prince of Wales. Prince of Wales. There it is. So Scott, I like his energy. I don't know if it's UK banter, but it's very like flirty, like sassy, cheeky.
Uh-huh,
Like I liked it.
uh-huh.
It was very different. But when it came down, I got to know him a bit. He still did not go in depth about his family, his story. I got
Mhm.
surface.
Mhm.
I got like, yeah, he's
Mm.
very good at redirecting the questions. He's very experienced, in that sense.
Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
was,
he came off the other show so seasoned. Yeah.
He has
yeah,
not left Love Island world yet. He's on his like 10th
that
week
y'all.
at this point.
No, I can't.
He is. That's crazy. He's God's strongest warrior because that's crazy.
We
That's
think we
crazy.
think he might go right into Love Island Games after this.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, we'll see. But literally, okay, with Scott, y'all. So that we had good conversation, chemistry, like sexually, was there. But when it came down to it, Johnny, he was also talking to Johnny and Cassie, right?
Mhm.
But I noticed, like, when I'm trying to, as it was the pressure getting closer, like, okay, we're having a recoupling. I asked this man, like, okay, so how would you feel if I chose you? We do have something there. Like, what are you feeling? And I noticed that he was playing it very safe. He was never, he never told me too strongly how he felt about me or anyone. So, you know, I wouldn't say I questioned his intentions, but I definitely questioned if he was just playing a safe game to stay. And that's how I chose Zay. Like Zay, he didn't have anything to lose. He just put it out there, and he was more transparent, I would say.
Until the friendship comment.
Yeah.
Then he wasn't.
But Zay told us you guys like
Right.
flew home on the plane together, like you spent some time leaving, and things are good now though. Yes or no?
Yeah, no, we did. We're good now. Like we're friends. We talked about it. I was still shocked about the friend comment, because yeah. But honestly, we're good. He's a sweet guy. Like personality wise, he's funny too. Like he's like a low key funny, So yeah.
So is there any future for you both?
That was it.
That
No.
was, oh my God. Imani, if I could
No.
pick one person from this entire season to put them on Love Island games, it would be you.
Agreed.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Like without hesitation.
Girl.
So we better see you there.
I really hope we do.
Girl, I set up shit. Like help me.
I also think you would actually do pretty good. We saw a comment,
Yeah.
Imani, to consider going on Love Island UK. I think you'd be able to hold your own on Love Island UK.
Okay. All right.
I think you could do it.
I'm gonna keep that in mind though. I'm gonna keep that in mind because Scott, he definitely, he has that personality. So I think I could keep up. So
No,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think
Totally
your
think you
banter
could
would
keep up.
totally just read so well with all of them.
Yeah, and your like humor is so fun that in like I
just
just feel like it would
obsessed.
click well.
Robin,
what?
Imani's kiss.
Oh
I
my
forgot.
God.
How was that?
You guys, look.
What?
Look, I blame Taylor Swift because she had me.
She just exits out. Oh my
Where'd she go?
The timing. You were explaining your kiss with Rob because you guys are looking at each other. You guys are looking at each other, and then the next thing I know, you're like, I think we should kiss.
Wait, because you guys, when I tell you, like, Rob, he's something about his energy. Have you guys seen him? He's cute.
We met him.
Right?
He was sitting right here.
Yeah, he's fine. But look, we were just like staring, and I was just like, I don't know. My intrusive thoughts, it just came up, and I just wanted to see
your intrusive thoughts.
I don't.
I'm so dead.
And yeah, so after I didn't really, I didn't feel anything. Like, oh, but
at least you got to, wonder what every
Test
girl in
it out.
America's been wanting to test out. So good for you for that. Oh my God. If you had a vote right now tonight for the winners, who would you vote for?
Oh, I want to say Hannah and Marco because I feel like their balance is really good. Hannah, I've seen a new level of maturity with Marco. He was not my favorite. We had to talk about that actually. He's very immature, and I even told her like, I don't know what you see, girl, but help me. But I see. I'm honest, but I see how they work, and Elizabeth cracking up.
No, I'm dying.
But like I see how they work, and they actually do complement each other so well, and I do think they found love. Like genuinely, you guys, Hannah, she's not a faker, respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
She is so real.
So
like
I
we're
Hannah and Marco,
obsessed with her. What about Cassie and Leo?
She is like that's just it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You said Cassie and Leo.
Yeah.
What
who would
about
you vote for
them?
next after them?
Not them. Not them. Love them, but not them.
Okay,
No.
so who's
No.
getting second place? Bergie and Taylor, maybe?
Yeah, I feel like Bergie and Taylor. Taylor is very genuine. You guys, her humor is like a goofy, dorky. Like she's like her and Bergie. If you haven't seen it, they actually work. Like, and she's genuine. She even expressed, that they're growing. What they had grew, and she was very honest with me. Even when I, expressed to her how I felt, we still were able to like figure it out, and I understand them together.
That's cute.
Like
I love hearing that.
very genuine. I just hope everyone can see that. Like she's genuinely like they just work.
We were saying like the way that they kind of set Bergie up in the beginning, it kind of is stuck in everyone's mind. Like, oh, everyone's coming in and like putting on a show or acting because he got set up for that. So it's like, how do you retrain your brain to think that? And I feel like that's why they're getting all of the
backlash,
flack and that kind of stuff. And it's like, it's hard because I believe her. Like, I want it to be real, and I think it is.
I was skeptical at first, but I do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's real.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's so awesome to hear. All right. I think one of our last things we love asking everyone is kind of what's next? What is next for you? What do you have going on? Tell us about it.
What's next? Honestly, I'm open to like all opportunities. I found just doing this a lot about me dating wise. Just me needing to stick to my gut, what I'm feeling. I found out a lot about myself, and I really see myself talking to people, working with people more, like maybe having my own podcast, like girl power, being confident. Honestly, a big part of my life has just been defying how the world perceives me, and finding my voice and my confidence. And I would just love to get to know more people and just their story. Like that's how I made so many friends in the villa. I know almost everybody's story, like what makes them them. So I don't know, something along those lines. I guess we'll see.
I would listen in a heartbeat.
Yes. I think that sounds amazing. Great things ahead. Loved having you on today. This felt so special, so fun. Props to you for going on a show like that. It's crazy flying halfway around the world, putting yourself out there like that and on national television. So good for you for sticking it out too. Love that for you.
You killed it.
Yeah, you absolutely killed it. We loved watching.
In the strip challenge too.
Just
throwing it in there.
You did great. You looked amazing. And so to anyone watching, we will link Imani's socials down below. Please go follow her. Keep up with her on social media. Like this video. Leave any more comments or questions down below that you might have for Imani. And thank you so much again for coming on. We absolutely loved this. We love you. I hope you're on All Stars.
Thank you,
really
ladies.
do.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.